Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to DR Sports for what promises to be an absolute belter of a video. It's the Champions League live group stage with myself, AGT. I've got Fuad representing Tottenham. I've got Stu down below there representing PSG, and I believe you are. Are you live in Paris for us right now?
Of course I am, live and direct, my friend.
Live and direct. So we've got our men on the ground. Matisse, the Chelsea fan, he's obviously just got the new kit. He's buzzing about that. Probably didn't pay for it as well. So great to have you on board as well, bro.
Learn from the best.
They're the best ones out there. And of course, the champion of this trophy at the minute, which pains me to say, me duele mucho, it is Raul on this video as well. How are you, brother?
I am fine. I am nervous because I want to win all of them. DGS, AGT, S2, Matisse.
Yes, you want to beat everyone.
1 year more, of course.
And where are you? You're in Spain for us right now as well?
I am in Spain now. I am taking energy for this amazing season, and I will back soon.
Same.
Incredible. Fuad, where are you down there?
I'm in the trenches, baby.
You're in the trenches. that is Tottenham, to be fair. Tottenham is the trenches, to be fair. So I can't hate on it. But listen, we are going to be bringing the draw to you live as it happens. I believe this is happening in Switzerland right now, the draw. And we're watching it on the live stream. So we're going to bring it straight to you as soon as we get it into us. You're not going to be delayed at all here on DR Sports. Don't forget to like the video, comment with who you want your team to get in the group. We're going to go through the pots very shortly. There's 4 pots to get through. And let us know, who do you think is going to win the Champions League this season? Will it be Raul? Will it be Stu? Who knows? It could not even be those two. It could be LFC, hopefully. And it is in Istanbul as well, which is obviously a massive connection for Liverpool, seeing as we won it in Istanbul in 2005. Right, subscribe to DR Sports if you haven't already, by the way. We've got so much amazing content coming up in the next week or so. The Saturday football show is back on Saturday too, by the way. And go and watch the game day preview if you haven't already. Fuad, let's start with you, representing Tottenham. Do you want the big names in the group stages, or do you want a fairly easy route through to the knockouts? What is it that Tottenham want?
No, listen, this is our first run back in after taking a little, gap year out, as some would say.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't want to be welcomed into a firestorm of the Champions League, especially having seen the way some of the teams around Europe have geared up over the summer. Nah, listen, Conte's record is not the greatest in Europe. Our record is not the greatest in itself. I know we're in pot 2, so there is the possibility where 1 or 2 teams kind of either side of the pots could be big sides. But listen, I'm hoping for a nice, easy draw for us to at least be able to get out of the groups. I mean, couldn't get more embarrassing than if we got dumped out of group stage, honestly.
Mad.
Yeah,
mad.
Not a great group stage last time. Stu, let's talk to you. PSG still haven't won the Champions League. I mean, obviously, you're going to get that straight away as soon as you come on this stream.
Come on, 52 years old, my friend. 52 years old. We have plenty of time to win the Champions League.
52 billion spent. What?
Nah.
What?
I knew you were about to bring the money thing again. Blah blah blah. Unfortunately, there's no Man City fan on the stream to back me up. No. To be fair, I'm also wishing a nice and easy draw. I know obviously to win the trophy, you need to, like Real Madrid did last season, to beat the most competitive teams. But you know what? It's just a group stage anyway. If we can have an easy group, I'll take it. But I also want some English teams. I want some English teams. Ideally Chelsea or Tottenham. Obviously I'm London based, so it will be a nice away day. And something new this season. So Tottenham would be ideal.
Okay, interesting. Matisse, let's come to you. Who do you want? Because last year, obviously, there was Real Madrid that came to town and just blew everyone away with those last-minute winners. But what do Chelsea want to experience this time round? Because it's a new set of players that are going into this Champions League campaign. You take away the likes of De Verners, Lukaku's. It's a different offering that Chelsea have got this year in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take anyone, to be honest. I'll take anyone right now.
Even the big boys.
Yeah, I'll take anyone. Like, we're in pot 2. So you have to expect you're going to get one of the big boys in pot one potentially. So I'm here for anyone. I'll take it. I've seen our performances against Real Madrid last season, the highs, the lows, the first leg, the response in the second, the year before when we won it and we dominated to win, each single round. So Chelsea are too unpredictable to shy away from the big teams. We could perform brilliant against them or we could be poor. So I'll take anybody and just hope that the team delivers the goodness. I think no better way to win it than to get rid of some of the best teams.
Yeah, it's a good tactic. That's what Real Madrid did last year. They got rid of Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool. Unbelievable run. Raul, who do you want in the group stage?
Like Matisse said, I don't want anyone especially. I don't have any preference, but if you want to win any Champions League, you need to win to anyone. So I don't mind if you have a big team in your group. Maybe I don't know, like last season in the for example for Liverpool or for Bayern, you can see in the semifinal, for example, Villarreal with Bayern. So I don't have any preference. I don't need to say anyone.
And the group stage is not the most important part of the competition. I'd say the knockout stages are more important, but the group stage is not the most important part. So if you have a big team or a small team, if there is a small team, I don't think it makes the difference. To be fair.
Yeah, but you need to take the environment, the practice, and then you need to play for just one game or two games per round.
Fuad will like this comment from Jason Zaragoza saying, when is Arsenal getting drawn? Oh, wait. So that's a North London joke, I guess.
It's unfortunate.
Arsenal fans won't know how this draw works, says I Know Ball. How many years has it been now since Arsenal have been in the Champions League?
When was Arteta playing? When was that?
5. Is it 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
2017-ish.
26.
Yeah, 27. Maybe 2016, 15,
Yeah,
16.
it's 6.
Yeah.
Wow. Arsenal desperately need to get back into that Champions League. Zubair Shah says, why is Fuad scared of facing anyone?
What? I mean, do they forget what the Champions League is? Please, man, behave yourselves. Like, I know we're all football fans and we love to be optimistic, but listen, I'm here, the voice of reason, ever the realist.
Well, I think Tottenham can be the underdog of the competition as well.
Okay.
And
listen, we got to a final last time.
Yeah,
we got to a final last time spending 0, so don't rule us out. And we got an even better coach. So listen,
I think so. I think so as well.
Champions League, anything can happen at the end of the day.
They're saying you're the imposter.
Listen, there's many
imposters says precious.
Actually, I don't know.
All I know is we earned our right. Do you know what I mean? We had to play Arsenal to get there.
Actually, I don't know what happened in UK this year, but a lot of teams they are spending a lot of money. I don't know what happened this year.
Yeah.
Like
no, Raul, it's always
Arsenal.
like this. They say PSG is spending money, but trust me, they spend way more money than us, and it's been like this for ages. But that's fine. They're just taking the Mickey, as you say.
You all sound jealous.
Well, I can't be jealous. I've won it 6 times.
No, there's no jealousy. Of course, there's no jealousy. Come on.
I mean, obviously, no one competes with Raul there with 14.
Exactly.
I'm so bored of even trying to talk to Real Madrid about you just can't talk to them. You cannot talk to Real Madrid. It's actually just jarring how clear they are.
Alex,
at least make it close or something.
No, it's just their competition. That's it. It's obviously the experience is amazing.
Which team do you prefer, Alex?
Real Madrid or who?
No, I don't know. If you
in your group.
Oh, in my group, in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I had a look at it earlier. I think I'd like Celtic. I really, really would like Celtic, man. Or Rangers. I'd take one of them. I think that
I was thinking
atmosphere
about this as well.
would be raucous.
Yeah,
you would have trouble getting in. It would probably be delayed. But that's if it's Liverpool Rangers. If it's Liverpool Celtic, obviously both of our anthems are "You'll Never Walk Alone," so that would be quite a beautiful moment, you know.
Can we make a decision on who made that up first? Who copied who?
It was Liverpool. We started it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Look.
But what about Borussia Dortmund? Borussia Dortmund, they have the same song as well. Yeah.
So we could. This is actually my ideal group. for the away days alone, yeah. Amsterdam, Ajax, pot 1. I'm looking to get them. And then pot 2, I'd like to get Borussia Dortmund. Or no, pot 3, I think. And then pot 4, I'd take Celtic, probably.
No Maccabi or Victoria or something.
No, I'm looking at this from like an away day perspective. Which
true.
Atmosphere, which ground would be rocking.
You do want to get Inter Milan. Milan is a good away day as well.
Yeah, Milan's good. It's just the view from the San Siro. It's so high up, it's like 3 tiers. But yeah, Liverpool fans, let us know in the comments. And Boosie says Liverpool Dortmund, the You'll Never Walk Alone derby. VR Game says Liverpool ... Remember the quad. Haha. Yeah, cheers, mate. 2 games away from it. Thank you. Ralph says Arsenal did not qualify, but it's cool. Let's see where Tottenham finish. It's better you qualify for a European Championship than you have hope of winning, says Ralph. Trying to rattle Fuad in the comments here, but he's not really biting, so it's good, man.
Look at his face, just so calm.
Jick says Conte is going to leave by the end of this season. # reckless delegates.
My goodness.
Not so sure about that, but
Fuad's still not biting. Love to see it. Jaden says PSG is winning, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
PSG thinks Jaden thinks PSG will win the Champions League for the first time.
Okay.
In 52 years, as he told us.
Well, let me share my thoughts then. Our new gaffer has no European experience. Obviously, domestically, he's been smashing this game for years, and we expect him to win the treble for us this season. And it's not about the fact that it's a Farmers League or whatever. We've been poor last season. We've been kicked out by Nice from the French Cup, and it's our cup. We like the Real Madrid with the Champions League, and it's been awful. And hopefully, we will win the treble this season. But I have no real expectations this season from this gaffer, apart from at least I hope we can reach the semi-finals.
Come on, Estu. Come on.
It's a crash. It's a crash test for him.
But you need to get.
For him.
Yeah, but no. But in my opinion, you need to get the experience with the player, and you have Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, Ramos, a lot of players with experience.
Of course.
You say to me, for example, Villarreal, they don't have experience. They don't have experience in the big team. Look Chelsea. Look Liverpool. They have experience in the Europa.
No, we have more experience of the Champions League now. But what I'm trying to say is that with this new gaffer arriving, changing everything at the club, good things are happening actually from a style of play perspective. Remember, Fuad, we discussed this together during the table talk, and what's happening right now, the transfer window, the players we sign, it starts to make more and more sense. And Hollywood FC starts to be a bit more dead. Hopefully by next season, all the players will be used to each other. But at the moment, with this new gaffer, I think this season, a gaffer with no European experience, reaching the semi-final will be actually quite good.
No, I hear that.
So you definitely
that's the final 4.
Yeah, but if obviously people will say we have money, we have Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, Ramos, blah blah blah. But it's not only about this; it's how they are, if they used to play together, and what kind of style of play they're implementing, and the gaffer, what is the touch of the gaffer as well, and the experience of the gaffer, and he has no European experience. So, I mean, semi-final will be good. Yeah.
I mean, I would personally say PSG have to win the Champions League.
Why?
There's no more excuses.
Are you going to say it's like Man City as well?
Like Raul said, though, you've got someone in the center of your defense who's won, 4 or 5 Champions Leagues in Sergio Ramos.
He's only back this season. He hasn't played last season, guys. Don't forget this. He's been injured. The first year he arrived, he did not play at all. Maybe 1 or 2 games.
But then you've also got Messi, who's won the Champions League three, 4 times. You've got Neymar.
Really helpful.
So all of these players, I know obviously you make a point about the manager not having European experience, but surely the players are going to give him that. And surely,
hopefully.
I mean, if you're not going to win it this year, when are you going to win the Champions League? Because the money that's spent, I know we keep going back to it, but you can't not win the Champions League for much longer.
What about City then?
No, I'm talking about you now. We don't have a City.
No, what I'm trying to say is that it's the same. Exactly. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. So City is slightly different because the gaffer has been at City for way more years. We're talking about Pep Guardiola bringing a proper style of play and a whole strategy behind the club. Whereas we're talking about Christophe Galtier joining the club this summer with no European experience. Yes, you can put Neymar, all the Avengers all together, but come on, this kind of stuff takes time. Look, Real Madrid, I mean, the experience of a team, the Real Madrid team has been stable for years. All the players that are part of this squad have been playing together for years, and everything is cool. They know where they position on the pitch, and they be used to each other. At the moment, I think it's too new for us to expect to win the Champions League this season. That's my point.
Just remember the revolution for the last season. Rodrigo, Camavinga,
Yes.
Vini.
Yeah.
How many years of experience they have on the Champions League?
But you have more.
No, that's it. It's just an excuse. That's it.
No, it's not an excuse. You have more players with Champions League experience than us, but the structure is different as well. We were all over the place with the Sporting. Come on, Real Madrid has been. You guys exist for I don't know how many years, but we guys remember we're 52 years old. Chill, it's coming. We have plenty of time. We're young. We're babies in this game.
It's the same question for City, Matisse and Fuad. They have to win it ASAP, do they not? Considering the attempts that they've had at it, the furore around the fact that they've never won it as well. I would say there's equal pressure on City and PSG. Would you agree with that, Fuad?
Nah, for me, I think the Champions League's a different animal. And I used to kind of have that kind of Twitter mindset, if you like, of the pressure of, you must win it or your season's a failure. For me, I think the only club in world football that sets the expectation of we must win the Champions League or it's a failure is Madrid. And that's because of the precedent they set. For me, in all honesty, the one thing I even used to beat Pep Guardiola with this stick, and I really don't anymore. Because one thing I've realized about the Champions League is, for me, I think if I hear what he's saying, if PSG get to the Final Four, I think the Final Four, you're essentially within a chance to win it. With the Champions League, there's always a slice of luck. There's always an element of injuries. There's always something that happens that is kind of unexpected for me, and it's not something you can really prepare for. In my honest opinion, I think if PSG make it to the Champions League semis, it's not the worst thing. You can't expect to win the Champions League. There's far too many variables for me to sit there at the start of the season and say, yeah, you can aim for it. I think City, I think Liverpool, I think PSG, Madrid, they will all aim for it. But to sit there and say, I'm definitely going to win it, I don't think many clubs can do that, to be honest. I don't think many clubs even have the cojones to really say that, except for Madrid, because they've proven it.
But if there is a team to be on more pressure, I think it's City, because Pep has been doing it year in, year out with City. Very established. He's not new to the team.
Exactly.
He's not new to the football club. He knows the expectation at this point. And he's got more than enough experience of how not to now get knocked out. And he should have learned from previous encounters with teams, and he should have learned from previous years, semi-finals, etc., etc. So I think, and the final, of course, as well. So Pep's been at City for a long time now. He's the one for me that needs to get this over the line more than PSG. We can mention all of PSG's players, but at the end of the day, it's a team that's going to win it. It's not going to be individuals, and that's what PSG are going to have to learn. Yeah, that's what PSG are going to have to learn. Literally very quickly after all of the players that they signed, it was kind of individuals. Now they've got Campos. They're starting to go down a route of actually building a team, and that's going to take time because they have a lot of mess to unravel as well from maybe the previous Leonardo stint. So I don't expect PSG to win it, but I think semi-final at a minimum. I think if you're aiming to win the Champions League, then the semi-final is your minimum aim, and then after that, anything can happen. But if you crash out in the quarterfinal, Real Madrid, PSG, City, it's a big disappointment. Has to be.
I think even if you look at the last 2 years of Madrid, had that kind of killer's role, if you like. PSG, Chelsea, City. And I'm sure every single round, everyone looked at it and said, oh, yeah, this aging Madrid side with a couple of young kids are going to get swept. But that variable that you don't know what's going to happen on the day of, boom, experience is what won it for them in the end. Benzema coming through, being killer in the form of his life type of thing. The year before that, who expected Chelsea to do what they did to Madrid in the semi-finals? Kante to completely boss it like that. Then in the final to go and do City basically, make Pep overthink again. Okay, I'm going to leave Gundogan on the island, even though he's been my top goal scorer. Boom. And they slice him apart. So it's like, I always think there's that slice of luck needed, and you can never kind of count that.
Big up to Ashel that says praying for Fuad and his tooth/earache ain't easy.
My guy, I'm suffering, bro.
There was another super chat that we just had before that mentioned something about Real Madrid basically inventing the Champions League. That's why they win it so much.
Nah,
And they're
don't
saying
worry.
it's a fix.
They will do the same with the Super League soon. Don't worry.
Okay. Is it a fix, Raul, that you keep winning the Champions League so much? Is it what's the word in Spanish that I'm looking for? You know
Sorry?
what? You know what's the word I'm looking for? A kind of corrupción.
Corruption about that. You can check or how many million I spent this year, last season, two season ago. You can check how many million we spent, and you can check how many million they are spending. For example, Barcelona. We didn't mention this in
Yes.
this stream.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened with the Barcelona? How many million they need to send back in 1 year, in 2 years? I don't know what happened in the future. Trust me. And Condé is still without play. So no, we want to win again, of course, this season. But let me see what happened. But trust me, if we don't get, for example, semi-final or final, it's a disaster for us.
Yeah.
It's our mentality. You need to think with this mentality, guys.
Well, you're Real Madrid, so it's easy for you to say that, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
The rivals of Real Madrid, Barcelona, they spent so much money, as Raul mentioned. You know, the hundreds of millions that we're seeing them put down, which probably Klarna, if I'm honest, buy now, pay later. But what chance do they have of winning the Champions League? Because look at the players that they're assembling. A lot of them have won the Champions League in the past. I mean, some team they actually can put out now. Let's go with Matisse first on this one.
It's tough, man. I mean, they do have a very good team. It's well assembled. Rafinha, Dembele, but Xavi's still new to this game, man. He's still a young manager. So again, same kind of rule applies to PSG in a way where you have to, for me, have a ceiling on them in terms of not getting too carried away with the individuals, because Xavi going up against the best coaches in Europe, it remains to be seen what he's going to be like tactically, because everybody's got superstars in the semi-final onwards. You know, if the teams that make it, that we expect to get there, then everybody at that point's got superstars. And then at that point, it's about, the managers as well, stepping up to the plate. I do like the look of them, finances aside. I think their team is pretty strong. They still were faffing around about the fullback areas. I don't know what they're going to do at left back, what they're going to do at right back. Those fullback areas look like potential weak points if you're going up against the best in the world. But most of the rest of the team's been pretty well sorted out. I know they played Christensen in the middle of a back three, I think, at the weekend. Then they had Gavi and Pedri in the midfield, and he kind of shuffled between centre back to DM. They were complimenting him on that job. So, but yeah, the front line is looking good, but it's all got to click. It has to click. I think they drew, didn't they, their first La Liga game? So it's all got to click and it's all got to make sense. But luckily for them, the knockout rounds is a long way away. So maybe they'll use the group stages to get it going. But this is a team that were in the Europa League. So yeah, it's wild how things can change so quick.
Putting up the best right now. I do apologize for that. Stu, do you think Barcelona could do something in the Champions League this year? And we'll go to Raul after.
I think what they're doing right now is a bit like we did, assembling the Avengers, not really thinking about proper style of play and some logic behind what they're building. So obviously it will not be surprising if it's not going to work, like it did not work with us. So I think Xavi needs to, it's, as you said, he's not a top world class player, gaffer at the moment. And just assembling all those guys together does not make you a great team at the Champions League level. So maybe obviously Raul will clarify what's happening in La Liga, but I think they're not going to do anything this season. To be fair, I'm not personally scared of Barca. I'd love to play them in the knockout stages, because obviously we hate each other basically. So and I'd love to see Messi scoring at the Camp Nou and qualifying us so they can all cry. But yeah, no, I don't like Barca, and I think what they're building right now it does not make any sense. Plus financially, I don't because everyone is saying FFP PSG. What's happening right now at Barca is really dodgy, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on, but that's really weird. So no, I'm not scared of Barca this season.
Interesting. Raúl, ¿tienes miedo de Barcelona esta temporada?
No, they are
You
spending
have fear for Barca this season.
No, they are spending a lot of money, and maybe they can get a quarter of final. But if you check the game, for example, in this first match of the La Liga, they draw. Conde is outside, so they are doing a new team. They need to do a great team, like work for team, So I am not scared about the Barcelona, but it's true. It's a Barcelona. You need to be scared always, like City, like Chelsea, But come on, I don't think so. Just because it's Barcelona, they spend a lot of money. Of course, if you have in your team Dembele, if you have in your team Lewandowski, in 1 minute they can score, of course. But no, just quarter of final. It's the Champions League. It's not La Liga, or it's not,
Interesting. I think they're just going through the names in pot 1 at the minute, showing a small little video clip alongside all of them. But I do think the show is starting. I can't lie. I do think Yaya Toure is going to be lifting the first name out of the hat, and the hand goes into the bowl within the next 10 to 15 seconds, I think. So we will find out the first name from pot 1 as this
Alex, hopefully we'll be more organized and more well organized than last time, when they did this.
That was fake, by the way. Right, here we go then. The first name in the Champions League draw 2022 to 2023 group stage. The first name in Group A is Ajax. Ajax are the first ones in the pot. Again, I mentioned earlier that I'd love to see Ajax in the Champions League for Liverpool this season. It sounds like an incredible away day, mixing Ajax and Amsterdam with
really now?
With football. Oh yeah, I can imagine so. But Ajax are out of the hat. We're still in pot 1, so let's see who else Yaya brings out now. And it is Porto, FC Porto in Group B. Obviously, Champions League winners in 2004 under Jose Mourinho. Incredible achievement when you actually look back at that campaign, what he actually managed to achieve with Porto. That's one of the most impressive kind of campaign stories I've heard of. And I think, didn't Porto win the Europa League the year before and then won the champion? That's incredible. That is incredible. The third name out of pot 1 is Bayern Munich, the 7-time winners of the Champions League, the biggest team in Germany. They win the league almost every year. I think it's 10 in a row now. So Bayern Munich, not many teams will want to face them in the groups. Let's see who Yaya brings out now.
You don't know, Yaya Toure is a youth coach at Spurs these days.
He is.
Yeah, that's insane.
Just signed. Right, let's see who Yaya brings out now for pot 1. And it is Eintracht Frankfurt, the team that beat West Ham in the semi-final of the Europa League last season. Won quite convincingly in the end in the final.
I'm not sure about that Europa League winners going into pot 1,
Do you not like that rule?
Coming from a secondary competition and you're being taken straight to the top.
Yeah. I go straight to pot 2, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Do you know what? There's been a lot of changes, though, in how these draws are made over the years. It's not as simple as it once was. But here we go. Here's one of the last final names. It's AC Milan to come out of pot 1. So that takes us all the way through to Group E now for the first name. And that one is AC Milan. Showing a clip there of when they lost at Anfield this season. 3-2, actually. It was a great game. Henderson scored last minute outside of the area goal. Let's see who Yaya brings out now for Group F. And it is Real Madrid.
Vamos.
Real Madrid. The first time that one of our teams in this video has had their name drawn out the hat. So that's Real Madrid. The first name in Group F. Now Group G. We're rattling through these now. Big Yaya's wasting no time. You must know that we're on a stream, so he's getting through it quite quick, which is what we like. And the last name, sorry, in Group G is Manchester City. Manchester City. We will be updating the graphic as it happens. I can assure you of that. I bet a lot of people asking for graphics. Brian says, graphics, you plank. Thank you there very much, Brian. Or Brain, actually. Well, you haven't got one if you're calling me a plank. Jesus. The last team to come out in Group H is Paris Saint-Germain.
Allez, Paris. Let's go.
Group H. There we go. So I guess they're gonna rattle through these other little video clips of all the teams in pot 2, and then I guess they will draw the names out for pot 2. But this is where it gets tasty. This is where you start doing some big matchups. This is the juicy part. Obviously, the juiciest.
Is that not crazy though? That the finalists of last year's competitions are in pot 2.
Yeah, that doesn't. And Frankfurt are above Liverpool. It's crazy. What a goal, by the way, from Thiago against Porto in the Champions League. They're just showing there. Unbelievable goal. I was actually behind that strike when he hit it at Anfield. It was just beautiful to see. They're showing the clip of Barcelona. I think PK scored a great goal last year. Juventus now in pot 2. Vlahovic scoring away at Villarreal, who is actually not playing much, Vlahovic, at the minute at Juventus.
Well, they just signed Milik today as well, isn't it?
Yes, that is true. Sevilla as well. And Sevilla in Group 2, pot 2, I should say. Leipzig as well. Angelino plays for the... Oh, no, he's just left them, hasn't he? Angelino? I thought he was going to leave. Tottenham as well. Antonio Conte's Harry Kane playing in the Conference League last season, Fuad.
Come on, we come up in the world, baby. It's our time.
Here we go then. Pot 2. This is a big moment now for the English teams, especially. Is there going to be any massive matchups here in the Champions League group stage for next season? The hand goes in, and Yaya Toure, again, it's a lot of talking, a lot of preamble before he actually gets it out. But he's picked a ball. He's opening it up now, and it is. It's like the X Factor. Got to wait ages. Go on then, Yaya. Get that open, mate. And it is RB Leipzig in with the first team to be drawn out the hat, which is Ajax. So do you know what? That looks like a decent group so far. Definitely a decent away day for sure, if you can get out to Leipzig, I imagine. No group of death this year, says Charles Lucas in the chat. Weak group, says Ober1. Soft group, says MP. The second name coming out for pot 2 is, and this will be to play Porto. Liverpool played Porto so many times recently. Oh, so they pick out the team and then they sign the group after, right?
Yeah, I just saw RB Leipzig going to Madrid then.
Wow, okay. So they pick out a team name and then pick out a letter to match it to. So at the minute, Real Madrid and RB Leipzig. What's your reaction, Raul, to that?
I don't know what happened exactly now.
Real Madrid and Leipzig so far. The next name drawn out, Juventus.
Yeah. So no, it's fine. It's it's we don't have any English team, so it's fine. But
Okay.
maybe no, I am not expecting nothing about the Lesbi, to be honest.
Alex AB says Madrid got an easy draw again. Raul
Be careful to Nkunku.
Yes, he's a very good player. So let's see where Juventus are going to go. Which group are they going to be in? H. Wow. Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain in the same group. Stu, how do you feel?
Nice, that's good, man. We haven't played them for ages. I think that's new. That's great. I wanted new teams anyway. We have Di Maria now who's been transferred from PSG to Juventus as well. So we should be careful. Loved him. Cried when he left. I think it's going to be a good one, mate. I think it's going to be a good one. But not really worried about them. But yeah, good. Some new teams. I like that.
Group H, Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus. The next team drawn out is Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham. Now, if you've seen the groups there, Fuad, what do you want now? You've got 4-5 to aim at.
D.
You want to be in there with Frankfurt?
Come on, bit of Europa League. You know what I mean? Let's mix it up.
Conference League last year, so it would be a mix-up for sure. Let's see which group Tottenham are going to go in. Fuad is looking very...
Wow. Got exactly what he asked for.
No way.
And it is Group D.
No way.
Yeah.
Jammy.
Say no more. Say no more.
Got exactly what he asked for.
Hey.
Does that work for everybody? Can I do that?
Well, you better say it quickly because you might be coming out in this ball now.
You gotta have certain contacts in here, mate.
Nice, you.
You have to have a bit of money as well.
It's you, bro. It's you.
The next one is Liverpool Football Club. You guys must be like 5-10 seconds ahead of me, by the way.
Yeah.
On your stream. But it's Liverpool. What do I want? Group A. Let's go. Group A, please.
Milan.
Group A with Ajax.
Please get Bayern Munich, man, so we can.
Please. Come on, Liverpool. Come on.
Oh my God. You got it.
Yes!
No, what's going on here? These DR Sports playing the guys in Amsterdam or what?
Get in there. Away day in Amsterdam soon come.
Oh my days.
Love to see it. And we're in Amsterdam. Look, someone needs to book my flight to Amsterdam whilst I'm on this stream. Quick time. Incredible. Ajax and Liverpool. Can you imagine that?
We're gonna get Bayern Munich.
Next up.
Matisse, what are you thinking about?
Sevilla next.
AC Milan, I reckon.
Sevilla City.
And next up, it's Chelsea. Honestly, that would be Ryanair.
Booking your flights.
So I'm getting calls all over the place. The dog's now running in. All right, Gus. Sevilla. Which group do they go to?
Sevilla City.
Let's see.
Now give opportunity to Sevilla. Oporto. B.
Man said give opportunity to Sevilla. Gee. Wow. Everybody's Mystic Mike, innit? They got Man City.
Man City. Sevilla. Man City. In the same group in the Champions League. Group G.
That's good for
Very
Man City.
Lucky Guardiola.
Yeah, lucky for yeah. Yeah, that's a good draw.
Next up, Yaya Toure pulls out FC Barcelona. Let's see what group FC Barcelona are in. Haven't won the Champions League since 2015.
Bayern Munich.
Do you think it will be Bayern Munich? Let's see. Hamit Antiltop is opening the ball here to decide which group it goes in. And he pulls out C. Bayern Munich.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
They're in there with Bayern Munich. Group C.
Are you okay now, Matisse? Are you okay?
Thank God. Wow. Yes. I'm happy with that.
Robert Lewandowski derby.
Lewandowski.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Lewandowski back to the new camp. Wow. You couldn't write it.
It's going to be an interesting one.
You could not write it. The dog's barking and everything. He's excited with that Group C lineup so far. Yaya Toure pulls out the next team, which is Chelsea Football Club of England. Now, which group do you want, Matisse?
I don't mind now. I don't mind. I'm happy.
AC Milan.
That's actually fun. I like that. That's
you are in AC Milan's group, Group E, Chelsea versus AC Milan. Giroud coming back to Stamford Bridge.
And Tomori.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Big night for him, that. Yaya Toure pulls out the next name, which is Atletico de Madrid.
Porto.
The
Easy.
next name from the group, Los Colchoneros, which means the mattress makers in Spanish. I've never actually won the Champions League. Have they? I don't think they have. No. Atleti?
Never,
No,
ever.
of course, never. Raul knows this. It's a joke. But yes, Atletico de Madrid, the next name out of the hat, and they will be playing against. Or is that it? Oh, no, that's it. There you go. So where did Atletico go? With who?
Porto.
Porto in Group B.
Porto.
Okay. So we'll wait for those graphics to update as soon as possible. But Tiboho says, Coys. So far, Fuad, is this the best outcome for you so far?
So far, so good. Next round, RB Salzburg.
So when do they release the actual dates for these games?
If I'm not mistaken, I think
it says date, at the minute it says games to be played across 2 match days, like 16th and 17th of September or something. When do you actually find out, like,
Must be after the draw.
time and day?
So,
Surely, yeah. So I need to book that flight to Amsterdam.
As Tottenham fan, as Tottenham fan, what do you prefer? Go to the next round of the Champions League or go to the UEFA League?
I'll be honest with you. They'll kill me for this, man.
Oh,
If I
sorry.
speak out, I'll be in big trouble.
Don't.
Sorry.
There's no way you came to this competition to tell us. There's no way
Sorry.
you came here to tell me that you want to go back down.
Hey, man, that's where I belong. That's where I'm a king.
There ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way.
Nah, I'd
Wow.
like to qualify in the Champions League. But listen, if it with the group that we're in now, listen, I don't want to hear that talk.
El says Fuad's not a true fan. Spurs are surely blessed not to win trophies. Fake Spurs fan Lemeo says Keshav. But just to update you, it's Ajax, Liverpool, Group A so far. Group B, Porto and Atletico de Madrid. Group C, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. Group D, Frankfurt and Tottenham. Napoli have also just been drawn out. We await to see which group they're in. And it's AC Milan and Chelsea in Group E. Group F, Real Madrid, Leipzig. Group G, Man City, that is, versus Sevilla. And Group H, Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus. It's getting juicy now. We're about to see which group that Napoli are going to be in. Liverpool, terrible record at Napoli whenever we played them in the Champions League recently. So hopefully this isn't a Group A.
Not Group H. They're very hard to play.
It is Group A.
Oh, my days. No, not again.
Again.
Yeah.
Napoli
man.
again in the Champions League.
Napoli, I'm telling you, it's a very tough team to play, man.
Ndombele redemption tour.
I know, and there's
Great
Fabian
goal the other night.
Ruiz as well. We were after Fabian Ruiz. Maybe we were gonna get.
Visha, the Georgian.
I know. No, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good, bruv. Yeah.
Nah,
Next name out is Salzburg. Will they go to Group D for Fuad as he predicted? They could be in. Oh no, they can't be in Group D actually because Frankfurt are there as well.
No, because Salzburg are Austrian, not German, mate.
Well, why did it just black out that group then that they can't go in?
Did it?
There must be a reason. Or maybe that is the groups that you can go in. I'm not too sure. Napoli, a dangerous team, says Mad Muller in the comments, for sure. Liverpool in the mud says it's guys. Cheers. And Salzburg go into Group E. AC Milan and Chelsea. And Salzburg. Matisse, reaction?
Happy with that. Very happy with that. And an opportunity for us to scout some talent. Same time.
Of course, you need to be happy.
Yeah, because of course they got some good players that come out of that system. So might as well get ahead of the.
Didn't you just take one?
Who?
Burner.
No, we didn't get him directly from there. That's the problem. And I don't even know if he came from there. No, he didn't come from there. He came from Leipzig. Different Red Bull.
True.
So yeah, I'm happy with
Red
that.
Bull family. Right. Benfica have been drawn out next. Let's see which group they are in now. Benfica, a tough place to go to in Europe, by the way.
Mhm.
Definitely one of the OGs when it comes to European competition. I think they won it in 1968, if memory serves correctly. The Benfica Lions with Eusebio. They're in Group H. Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, and Benfica. Stu, is that something new for you?
Oh yes, we haven't played them for quite a while now. No, I mean Lisbon is always a good away day, and they're not the Benfica they used to be anymore anyway. So no, it's all right. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, but it's a good draw.
Okay, so Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, and now Benfica. The next team to be drawn out, Borussia Dortmund. So Borussia Dortmund, an intimidating place to go to in Europe. I think they won the Champions League in 1997, I'm going to say. I think it was 1997. But let's see
you
what
guys
group.
got Napoli.
Let's see what group they go in. Yeah, I know that's a killer, man.
G.
Ajax, Napoli. Still not the worst, but it's definitely not the best for us. Now let's see which group they go into.
G.
Sevilla City. Wow. Borussia. Oh my god.
Borussia Dortmund, Man City, and Sevilla. Is that right?
Sevilla out in the first round.
So Haaland back to Dortmund. Oof.
Yes. Oh yes, as well.
Haaland back to
yeah.
Dortmund.
Back
Yeah,
at Dortmund.
Jesus. Yeah.
And Porto are joined by Atletico Madrid and by Leverkusen now in Group Leverkusen in Group B. So it's really hotting up now, as you can see. Dortmund and City, that's going to be a classic game. Jude Bellingham back at City. Didn't they play each other last year in the Champions League as well? In the quarters, maybe. Sporting Lisbon are now out. The Bulls, let's see who they get. They could get groups A, B, E, F, G, or H.
I think it's for us.
Sporting Lisbon. Let's see who they get. Why does the other guy move the balls out before him? I don't understand that.
To make sure it's random.
Random, right?
Yeah, I like it the way you.
D.
Touch-
Group D. Tottenham, Sporting Lisbon, and Eintracht Frankfurt so far. Fuad, how do you feel? It's not a bad group so far.
Bad, not bad. A very Europa League group, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
It's the Champions League, no? It's the Champions League. This
Should be aiming
group,
to
no?
top that group.
Sarabia, the best scorer of Sporting Lisbon, went back to PSG, so we don't need to be worried about them anymore.
Okay, it won't. It definitely won't be a World Cup, I think. But
Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk.
Shakhtar,
It's
the
a
Russian
classic.
team.
It's a classic.
In Group F with Real Madrid, Leipzig, Real Madrid. Unbelievable. How do you
What's
feel
that?
about
What's that group?
Let me see what happened on the finish. But anyway, if you want to win, you need to win to everyone. You know,
Madrid always play Shakhtar, says Jaden.
it's a classic. Yeah.
Is the competition fixed already? Towards Real Madrid, Leipzig, and Shakhtar Donetsk. Bayern Munich, FC Barcelona, and Inter Milan are in the same group. Now that is the group of death.
That looks like the group of death. Yeah.
That is the group of death. Group C looks like an absolute belter, by the way. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Inter Milan.
Amazing thing. Group.
Wow.
why does it feel like
Incredible.
Barcelona and Inter Milan are drawn together every year?
Very true.
Really?
Every
It
year, it
happens a
seems
lot.
like that picture happens. Barcelona, Inter Milan. It's the same as Liverpool, Napoli.
I didn't get that. I don't get that vibe.
No,
It feels very random this year. I can't lie.
I remember when we had the group of death the year we got to the final, they were in our group. Was it last year, if I'm not mistaken?
I usually associate Napoli with PSG.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
We play them quite a lot. And Liverpool. No, Liverpool as well.
Yeah, Liverpool have played him quite a few times over the last
We've
couple of
been
years.
in their group twice in a row a couple of years ago.
Shakhtar Group F.
Do you know what? There's still some big teams in there. Marseille, Celtic, Rangers. Are still
Big teams,
yet to
Marseille.
come out. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I
This ain't
didn't know
92.
This ain't 92. Good shout. Great knowledge. Spurs will do a Spursy. I ain't even worried, says Chris Biggs Montana. We have another super chat here from Drizzy Des, who says, if Spurs don't win that group, they are a fraud.
Okay. Listen, we should win that group.
Sometimes you win your group and then you get a bad team in the next round. You
Bro,
don't
it's not always the best thing, trust me. Listen, just qualify, lads. That's all I ask.
Maccabi Haifa, I remember we played them, I think it was maybe 05, 06 in the group stages, Maccabi Haifa. But pot 4 is ready to be drawn out now. Sis VIP says, explain why Marseille is in pot 4. Do you know a reason, Stu?
I have no idea. I know they finished second out of the league. And I think they've been kicked out quite early from the Europa League as well. The Conference League, sorry. By I think it was Feyenoord. Yeah, it was Feyenoord.
Yeah.
So no, they did really bad in the Conference League.
Right, this is the Champions League group stage live draw. If you're joining us, Celtic Football Club have been drawn out as the first team in pot 4. Again, massive European pedigree. If you go back to the 60s,
Group H, please.
The Lisbon Lions. I would love these to be in Group A. That would really be an incredible group. Liverpool, Napoli, Ajax, Celtic. But
Will be amazing. Will be amazing in D, eh?
Yeah.
Frankfurt, Tottenham, Lisboa, and Celtic.
Yeah. Let's see what group that Celtic are in then. Please be Group A.
H.
Please be Group A.
I don't mind this. This
Group F, Real Madrid.
Not bad.
Oh wow.
Not bad.
So Real Madrid, that's the first group that has now been completed. Real Madrid, Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic.
Amazing
Celtic, I tell you what, Celtic will be looking to finish that, well, hopefully in second place.
Hopefully. I go for Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah. Instead of Leipzig or Celtic.
I think RB Leipzig will finish second, guys, in this group. Be careful to them. Trust me, they're very solid.
Yeah, they are.
And they're doing really well in the Champions League as well. So
Marseille have now been drawn out of the hat.
Marseille is for
it can be E, F, G, or H.
For C.
I wouldn't mind Marseille.
We played them in 2007-8 in the group knockouts.
Go with Barcelona. Come on.
4-0. Group D. Group D.
Okay.
Fuad.
The Champions League, eh?
Champions League group.
This is the Conference League group.
Fuad, what are your immediate reactions? We have Lisbon, and now the last team that has just gone in there. Unbelievable. How do you feel?
For me, I feel like we should personally top that group, and then second, third, and fourth should be kind of up for grabs. Any of those teams could kind of finish above that. But for me, with Conte, 100% we should be topping that group, in my opinion. That should definitely be the target. That's what we wanted. That's what we got. Now it's time to deliver.
There you go. FC Copenhagen are now drawn out the hat. Let's see who they will get. Do you know what? I'd love a little away day to Copenhagen, actually. So get them in Group A if that's possible. Mr. Hammett. Here we go then. What group will they be in? Group G. Man City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund. Unbelievable group that for Man City fans.
Nice opportunity for City, eh?
Yeah. Man City. Bloody hell. Sevilla, Dortmund. That's not bad.
We're almost at the end now. Only 4 balls still to come out. Still waiting for the 4th contestant in Group A. Who will Liverpool get? Club Bruges are drawn out. Let's see what group they'll be in now. The Pep Effect says crazy random short vids. Spurs getting a layup group. Was Anthony Taylor drawing their group, says Todd Miller.
Chelsea fans are still bitter about that. You're still going on about that. Yeah, man. Funny enough, do you want to know a funny stat? In the 34 games Anthony Taylor's ref of Chelsea's, they've lost none.
That's not true. Can't be. Where'd you get that stat from?
Group B.
This guy is just making up shit.
Google's there, my friend.
His
I'm
brother's
in the background.
making up stuff now.
Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Bruges finish off Group B. Keshav says, big up to Fuad for being Fuad Coys with the super chat.
What a fake stat, man. Literally the FA Cup final against Arsenal. This brother, I swear. Such a... This brother just...
The only one, though. The only one.
I was like...
Is that the only one?
Rangers.
I don't think so.
Actually,
No.
I'm talking in the league, my friend.
Bruh.
Rangers then. Let's see what they can get. First time in the Champions League for a little bit. St. Gerrard got knocked out and took them quite far in the Europa League. But let's see who Rangers get. I initially wanted Rangers at the start. Let's see.
Edge will be a good away day.
Oh, it's A. Oh, no. It's right there.
Oh,
Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers.
Rangers. Wow.
that's going to be feisty at the Ibrox, isn't it?
Rangers, man.
That's
Is
the
going to
passion
be
group,
an
isn't it?
intense one. Wow.
Y'all get along?
Liverpool, Rangers, man. Wow, wow, wow. I'm happy
You guys
with it.
You guys get along?
Well, how it works is basically not that it's still necessarily the case, but Liverpool has always been the Catholic team and Everton's been
Celtic.
the Protestant team,
Yeah.
and Rangers is the Protestant team and Celtic are the Catholic team. So Everton fans will love the fact that Rangers have got Liverpool so they can support Rangers for the night, another blue team playing at Anfield.
Yeah.
Chelsea
fans seem to love
That
Rangers
is
as
massive
well.
for Rangers and Liverpool. I can't lie, that's the standout tie for me. That overtakes Ajax in terms of like a spicy atmosphere.
You got some good away days there. You got Napoli, lovely, Naples. You got Rangers, Ibrox. You got a bit of everything. You've got a nice little.
Nice, bro.
No,
Napoli. No, Naples is a tough away ground to get to.
no. I'm talking about like in terms of like you got your food there in Naples. Like you got a good like nice little European tour there.
You
Got a bit of everything.
You got
Well, in terms of
Amsterdam.
atmosphere, in terms of atmosphere,
Yeah, atmosphere as well. You've done well out of this. That atmosphere, all them away games are mad.
Yeah, the Napoli ultras are very good.
Yeah. Right, we've just seen who Chelsea have got as well to finish off Group E. I didn't actually catch that. Did anyone see that? I was talking, didn't quite see it. But it's AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and the next team to be drawn out is Maccabi Haifa. Let's see what group they've got. And it's Dinamo Zagreb.
So you
Milan,
only have
Chelsea,
Maccabi
Salzburg,
and
Zagreb. How do you feel?
Dinamo Zagreb. It's a long day. that's a lot of traveling from what I can feel. But yeah, I mean, they're the Croatian team. So yeah, I mean, they knocked out Tottenham years ago. I think in the Europa League. I think I remember that one. Yeah, we friends with them. We like Dinamo Zagreb. A nice team.
Maccabi Haifa.
They done good
Group
work.
H.
tough ground. Dinamo Zagreb is a tough ground.
Paris
Maccabi is
Saint-Germain,
Group C.
Juventus,
Group H.
Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. How do you feel? Stu?
Okay. No, it's fine. It was either Maccabi or Victoria, the last team. That's fine. Again, I don't think we are the group of death. I think the exact ranking of the Group H will be that one. We'll finish first, Juve second, Benfica and Maccabi fourth. So
be careful with Maccabi. Yeah? In the stadium, it's dangerous. Israel,
Yeah. It's a tough ground. Don't get me wrong, but from a football perspective, quality of football, I don't see us losing to Maccabi, man. Come on, he will be horrendous.
Who did Real Madrid lose to last year? That was a shock.
Sheriff
at home. Sheriff went to Real Madrid and whooped their ass. So you got to be careful in Champions League, man.
You're very right. You're very right. Yeah, that's very true.
Anything can happen.
Well, there you go. The Champions League draw is complete. How do you feel about the draw for your team? Let us know in the comments. Group A looks like this. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers. That is unbelievable. The atmospheres in all those stadiums on a match day, especially in the Champions League. Group B, Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Bruges. Group C, the group of death until the last team, really. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Vittoria Pilsen. Group D, Eintracht Frankfurt, Tottenham Hotspur, Lisbon, and Marseille. Group E, AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb. Group F, Real Madrid, the champions, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic. Massive night that for Celtic, an away trip to the Bernabeu. Group G is Man City, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen. And Group H is Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. That is your draw. Stu, I believe you have to go. Just one quick word before you go. How are you feeling about that group?
I feel good because we're playing kind of new teams this season, and that's what I wanted. I'm a bit disappointed because I really wanted to have an English team or a Scottish team for a nice, easy away day. Maybe it will happen afterwards when we get qualified, hopefully. Torino is a good away day. Juve, I can't wait to play against Di Maria and see what it's going to do with us. Against us, actually, not with us anymore. Benfica, not scared about them. Maccabi, not. I say Juve. Juve is the most difficult one. But we should be top of that group, 100%. 100%. So, yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting.
Wicked. Well, listen, thanks so much for joining us, Stu. We'll see you next time.
I appreciate that. Thanks for having me, as usual.
Allez, Le Rouge.
No. Allez, Paris.
Allez, Le Rouge. Cheers, mate. Take care.
Bye. Take care. Bye. Have a good one. Bye.
Our correspondent live in Paris there, signing off. Fuad, how are you with your group? It looks like that could potentially be the easiest group in the... Is that disrespectful to say that? It could potentially be the easiest group.
I would say between that and Group A, possibly you're looking at. But listen, people can discuss these team strengths to whatever they like. For me personally, I'm very happy with that draw. I think coming into this, I said Conte ain't got a great record. It's our kind of first season back in after a year out, so I kind of want a nice little, stroll back into the Champions League rather than a full sprint, should we say? But listen, we should be looking to aim to finish the top of that group. I think with a manager like Conte, has always got a point to prove in that. So for me, minimum 10 points I'm expecting us, minimum.
Obviously, the maximum is 15 points. Do you think you'll get 15 out of 15, Raul?
I think so. I hope so. I wish so. But as Matisse said, everything is possible. Remember last season we lost with Sheriff. Who is Sheriff? I don't know. But
you know them now.
You know them now.
Of course now. Of course now. But yeah, I am nervous. I am expecting what happened after the World Cup. But yeah. Because after the World Cup, we can play in the quarter final or semi-final. So yeah, I am happy.
Raul is happy. Are you happy, Matisse, with your group?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really happy. I mean, AC Milan's a fun one. Tomori, Giroud, they're a good team. They keep us on our toes. So it'll be a battle with them for first position, but I still expect us to just pip it if we step it up a little bit. And then the rest of the group, Salzburg, Dinamo Zagreb, you can't really complain with that. Do you know what I mean? They're two teams that you'd probably expect to find in the other competitions, but you have to respect them and still put it out there. But you expect really Chelsea and AC Milan to be fighting for pole, and then whoever takes second. I feel like I'm talking about F1, but that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? So whoever both those teams should qualify comfortably. If they don't, it'd be an absolute shock.
There you go, man. And Liverpool, obviously,
best group.
I think it's in terms of entertainment value, it could be the best group.
Yeah.
Rangers and Liverpool will feel like a derby. Trust me, that will feel like a derby. Once the set of fans get going at Ibrox, once they get going at Anfield, I can imagine there's going to be trouble before the game in both those ties as well, if I'm honest, which obviously we don't want to see. But it feels like it's going to be that kind of tense, palpable atmosphere that is raucous. And I'm buzzing for it. I can't wait. Napoli, really could have done without getting them, if I'm honest, because I think we've drawn there, lost there twice, I think, in recent years. I don't think they're as good as they were maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Definitely not. But it's still, in terms of atmosphere, it's one of the places you don't want to go to. I'd say top 5. Red Star Belgrade is up there as well. They just missed out to Maccabi Haifa on qualifying. And Ajax, well, that was the one I wanted all at the start. So in terms of 3 teams that I would have chosen at the start, I think Rangers were in there, Ajax were in there, and I have to settle with Napoli, which isn't ideal. But it's not the worst group. But we've got that UK derby in there, which is going to spice things up. Listen, I still expect us to win that group, but I can't see us winning 15 points out of that, if I'm honest. That's a tough one. There's going to be a couple of draws. They naturally say that if you draw your aways and win your homes, you go through. But Ajax, Rangers, Napoli, that's 3 tough away games, man.
You can't sleep in your group.
Yeah, you can't sleep, bro. You can't. Yeah. Don Carlo, coach of the year, says level earth. Ken Prosper says, Fuad, how are you feeling being amongst the big boys? I know you have been here before.
I have.
There you go.
Man doesn't want to give away too many of his cards. Giving his cards close to his chest.
Saying,
too early, Matisse. It's too early.
Matisse, don't bottle it like Spurs he did against Zagreb. Says Swami Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're not you guys now. Come on now, don't do that. But like I said, I reminded Raul of Sheriff, so I'll remind Chelsea: don't take anybody lightly. You know, if you see a winnable group, go and win it. Don't bottle it now. But yeah, I don't expect to have too many problems in that group. AC Milan away will be a one to watch out for. But yeah, we should go through that, man. If we mess that up, then something's gone wrong.
There you go. Calvin Bassey also going back to his old club, by the way. The Rangers, ex-Rangers defender. Fuad, I was expecting more chess, says Ken. Lowell, ask Arsenal fans if they ever get Champions League football, says Tenno Football. And honestly, want an El Clasico in the knockouts, please, says Ayub. We haven't seen one of those for a while. Bayern versus Barca. Very happy, John Jacob, there to see that. And the Blues are heading to the San Siro, says Vega. Chelsea AC should be tasty. It's been a while. And G. Mora says jamón y queso, which obviously means ham and cheese. People love to hate on Chelsea, says Kells. Well, listen, they won it in 2021, the most recent winners out of all of us, apart from Raul, obviously. Be more positive, Matisse, says Mbusi.
How? What do you mean? Be more positive? What do you want me to say?
He hasn't not been positive, to be fair. Milan.
I'm not going to be arrogant. Is what I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be arrogant. That's a stupid thing to do in Champions League.
Not in the Champions League.
I've seen teams go to Europa League that thought they were going to be knockouts, i.e., Barcelona. So if you're arrogant going in Champions League, then Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy, my friend. All right, well, there you go. That is the draw wrapped up. We've gone through every team and every group. If you want to see it, just look at the graphic that was just on the screen there. Manny B asking, who did United get? No one, because they're not in the Champions League. I think that's the joke. But Fuad, Matisse, Raul, thank you so much for joining me on DR Sports today. All of our teams were in the Champions League, which is great to see. One quick question just before we go. One word. Who is winning the Champions League? Fuad, I'll come to you first.
Barcelona.
Oof.
Of course, because he supports them. That's why.
Massive shout. Matisse, who is winning the Champions League for you?
Outlandish, baby. What an outlandish statement. For me,
I haven't got all day.
Real Madrid again, man.
Not again.
Make
15.
Boring.
No. Raul, who's going to win the Champions League this year?
I think the same to Matisse. I think that we can win again. If we don't win, I go for the City. I go for the City. It's the time. It's the year. I don't understand why the people love the Guardiola. If just they win if they don't win the Champions League, but I go for the City.
Well, listen, I'm going to go with.
You're not going to go for Liverpool, surely.
No, I'm not actually, Matisse. Cheers. I'm going to go with Paris. I don't know why, but I'm just going to say Paris. We'll see what happens.
Really?
I don't think so, though. Yeah, I don't think so. But I'm going to say them because Stu's not here to defend his team, so I'm going to say it for him. But they will fall short. Right, thank you so much to everyone for being involved. The comments have been unbelievable today. You've stayed with us all the way through. That is your UEFA Champions League group stage draw for this season. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the firm here as well. And we'll see you next time. Take care.